Where am I? On my head. Marit? Anybody? Hello? Is anyone there? Koval? Marit? Hey, this is Yasna. I was just with you. And now, I don't know where I am. Or how I got here. I've got a splitting headache. Does anyone hear me? Base, do you copy? Are you there? It's probably nothing serious. No damage to the suit or bone structure. Just this headache. Bollocks! I can't hear you anymore. My receiver worked for a moment, but now there's only silence. I've lost my beacon. Where is it? I have 2 solid hectobars in the tank. That's enough for several hours. Just like I thought. Nothing. I'm on my own. The beacon can't be detected either. There aren't many supplies, which would suggest a quick recce. And was it just the end of the mission? Oh, let's see if the past me hasn't failed the present me. And let's hope she took notes. Are we on Regis 3? Doesn't ring any bells. And my crew have no way to tell me. So I report that I have no recollection of this planet. The last thing I remember. Hang on. We've closed the research cycle. We were already in hibernation. Flying back. Is my blackout a side effect of metabolic depression? That would be bizarre. For some reason, our crew split into 2 groups. The first one set up camp. I wonder if I was with them. Or am I on my way there? Both groups landed in the same place. Two landers to the surface. I don't usually do this. Maybe the first one broke. The first group explored the ocean with no biologist. It's weird. And the other one, just me, took a different route. Leading to right. I was heading straight to the camp. You must be somewhere near. I can't just wait here. I just need to get a sense of my surroundings. Landmarks. Well done, past me. You didn't disappoint after all. Oh, I sound like... I need to stop doing this. Hey, crocodile. Where are you? That has an interesting shape. Of a crocodile indeed. We have the first one. I need one more. I'm looking for something that resembles a dog. Bingo! I found the dog! I report that I have established my position. Time to hit the road. I think I see our ship. You're not leaving without me, are you? or dropped equipment. I must have hit the ground pretty hard. A metal detector. Dr. Gorski, you won't be pleased. More equipment to repair. The detector's dead. Guess I shouldn't just leave it like this, broken or not. I'm in a canyon, which doesn't make it easy to navigate. I hope the data's trustworthy and you're close by. I think that's my rope. It didn't just fall out of the backpack, so apparently I didn't have time to collect it before I fell. There's water on this desert planet. Or another liquid that did not allow the biocenosis to form. Won't be easy to replenish drinking supplies. Not without tests. Filtration, as we all remember. Third War.
How's it going? You checked on Yasna?
I was about to. Already awake? Good.
My body might be awake, but my brain is still in the fridge.
I wouldn't be so sure, my dear. Clearly your sense of humor was first awake. Now, try to get up, slowly.
Dr. Gorski doesn't look so well.
How are you holding up, Gorski? Don't get up just yet. Is it really so hard for you to remember a couple of simple rules?
I have to stretch my legs. They're numb.
Hibernation will do that. Just sit for a while. Here, take it, and remember the third rule.
Yes, I know. Stay hydrated.
In small sips.
Always the first one to get up. I don't know how you do it, Merritt.
It's a matter of habit. After so many cycles of cryogenic sleep, one either gets used to it or becomes a tortoise. Koval, will you help me here?
Sure, I'm coming. This is not our system. Has anyone noticed we're in the wrong place?
Koval, it's not a good time.
Yasna, look for yourself. This is not the right planet.
You shouldn't be walking yet. Koval, could you stop it?
I'm telling you, we woke up in the wrong place.
Yes, we heard you. Enough of this, Yasna.
Crew,
Astrogator.
debating chamber in 15 minutes. This can't be good.
Guess we'll find out. But first, here, hold on to it, and remember.
Something on the tracker. I assume it's no one from the crew, so perhaps it's my beacon. found a way out of the valley, leading more or less towards the camp. All right. No time to lose. On some planets, such storms last for several hundred days. I hope it's not one of them. The bottom's out of sight. Best not to overthink it. I can't go this way. Time to go. If this area is volcanically active, ash outbursts and extreme temperature changes may explain the extinction of local fauna and flora. But it's all just too idyllic. There's no dust in the air. The sky's clear, and the soil looks like laterite to me. Perhaps not highly fertile, but not entirely barren. Oh, bright sun, the night in for my leg. And not inviting. Too heavy. I can already see the camp. Over 400 meters in a straight line. I see you. Can you hear me? I just need to get down from here. I can't get down this way. Here the ground slopes a little more gently, which doesn't mean it's completely flat. All right. I want to see you as soon as possible. I'll take a chance. Shit! Oh, phew. Oh, that was less than ideal. But I'm okay. The suit's fine too. Visibility could be better. Maybe I should wait. The storm gets worse. I'll be cut off from you. What happened? Where? I was heading to... Impossible. I'm much closer to my destination. I must have walked for some time. But... I don't remember it. Did I black out again? Send Hopper closer to the camp. Find a place to land. I need to get back to Dragonfly as soon as possible. Go to the infirmary and do a full set of tests on myself. waiting. Legs become too heavy, hands become too weary. Down you go, like it's not that scary. I remember you, Regis' third satellite.
Astrogator, sir. Crew.
Dr. Gorski, right on time. Any updates?
We have a set of data from the near-surface probe.
Great. How's the activity?
0, 0, and 2.
So, less than nothing. Atmosphere?
Nitrogen, 78%. Argon, 2%. Carbon dioxide, 0. Methane, 4%. The rest is oxygen.
Wait, that's 16%. With oxygen concentration as such, there should be life. At least some microbes, and yet we have detected no traces.
Yeah, we'll get to that later. Let's finish with the probe readings first. Air radioactivity?
It's virtually 0.
In a word, a paradise. No radioactivity, no endospores, no bacteria, no mold, no viruses, nothing.
Just the oxygen. If there are no living organisms on the continent, there shouldn't be this much of it.
What if life develops on some other continents here?
No, I doubt it. Insulation outside the equatorial zone is weak. You don't see how thick the polar ice caps are built out. I can guarantee a minimum of 5 miles of ice sheet, potentially 6.
That's true. There's more chance of something in the ocean. Some seaweed, algae. But why didn't life migrate to the land?
Could be because of hard radiation.
I don't think so. According to the probe readings, the ground activity is exceptionally low for this part of the galaxy.
I wonder if some special kind of drought-intolerant evolution occurred here. That would at least explain some of the abnormalities.
Anyway, we'll have to take a look under the water. First, it would be good to know what time frame we're working with. Married, do you have the geological analyses?
It's a bit too early for mature conclusions, but this planet looks old to me. Such a fossilized egg must be at least 6 billion years old. Besides, the sun has seen better days too. It's almost a red dwarf.
Any rare resources, forms, creatures?
We can't expect such detailed data, sir. Not from this distance.
Yes, we would have to explore the surface.
Astrogator, what exactly are we looking for?
The value of this planet. For now, it may seem like the pinnacle of nonsense, but I assure you that Regis 3 is not without worth.
With all due respect, Astrogator, I have the impression you're not telling us everything.
As always, Dr. Koval, your instincts are correct. Please forgive my reticence. My goal was to maintain unimpeded research neutrality. There is indeed a very important factor of interest in this planet. The Alliance.
The Alliance?
The Alliance?
Correct.
What do they have to do with it?
Well, they've sent their most powerful unit here.
But to our best knowledge, Condor's traversing a distant quadrant.
Well, I'm not talking about the Condor.
So, the Invincible.
Good guess, Doctor. A steel behemoth with the power to produce billions of kilowatts in a split second, converting it into energy fields that no material body can penetrate, concentrating it into destructive rays as hot as stars that can reduce a mountain range to dust or evaporate an ocean, together with its crew of almost 100 men, professionals that are neither better nor worse than us.
Well, I dare to say we're better trained, Astrogator. They are, however, unquestionable masters of propaganda.
I know that some accomplishments they brag about are very much far-fetched, but the capabilities of the Invincible are not subject to doubt. And we as the scientific body should sever ourselves from the emotional and symbolic facade. In other words, we cannot ignore facts just because we don't like them, Mr. Koval.
All right. But where do we stand in all this, together with our, may I say, not quite as numerous staff?
Despite our modest forces, we still have a chance to gain a critical advantage over the Alliance, while avoiding confrontation.
Okay, and how would we do that?
Simple. We leave this planet before the Invincible arrives here.
Which is when, exactly?
Well, they're still far away.
Astrogator, please, how much time do we have to conduct safe research?
13 days.
There's no time to lose, then.
I appreciate your eagerness, Koval. Dr. Krauter, do we need full gear?
Definitely. Also, I caution you against taking off your helmets for a prolonged duration. This amount of methane is not neutral. Breathing the local atmosphere will lead to saturation drop, and you may start showing symptoms of mild brain damage, feel stupefied. But don't worry, not before an hour or even a couple of hours.
I see. Dr. Gorski, will you program Artie to collect samples?
Of course.
Marrett, Krauter, please prepare for the surface. Koval, you two. You're leaving early in the morning.
And what about me?
You're staying on board, Doctor.
But Astrogator...
This is not up for debate. I need you here. As you well know, there's not much work to do for a biologist on Regis 3, if any.
Well, if I was ordered to stay, what the hell am I doing here? Oh, thank goodness. Not everyone's in the field. This is Dr. Yasna reporting. Do you copy? I'm entering the campgrounds. Is anyone out there? Andropot. Androbot, guide me to the nearest crew member. Androbot, guide 2 people. Androbot, locate human. Damn! Dr. Gorski, have you made changes to the Androbot's algorithms without telling anyone? Again? Ah, well... Never mind. Oh, Dr. Krauter. Didn't you hear me earlier? Doctor. Is everything all right? Doctor, please, look at me. I report that I've located Dr. Krauter. He's in bad shape. I'm going to examine him now. Temperature normal. Pulse 2. O2 saturation is fine. There's nothing physically wrong with the doctor. His pupils respond properly. Look at my finger. No delay in reactions. Excuse me.
Yasna, can you hear me?
Astrogator.
Finally. I've been listening to you for 2 hours now.
My receiver is dead.
No need to explain yourself, Doctor. I know everything. The transmitter was still working, so I heard your reports. You didn't have it easy.
Wait, please. I need to reconnect. Testing 1, 2, 3.
Copy, Doctor. Loud and clear. Do I understand correctly that the Doctor's life is not in imminent danger?
That's my initial diagnosis, yes.
Yet No response to verbal communication.
None.
Confusion, Doctor? Do you have any idea what's wrong with him?
Both mental illness and serious bodily injury could contribute to this condition. However, he wasn't suffering from any disorders. There's nothing wrong with him physically. Epileptic seizure and chronic diseases can also be ruled out.
So what? He's just fine?
On the contrary, something is very wrong with him and I can't figure out what. Which is even more worrying.
I'll prepare the infirmary. But first things first, Lander. We need to get you all on board. Everyone, not just Dr. Krauser.
Couldn't we just evacuate him right away?
If it were that easy, I would have sent the hopper long ago. Please look for the mission log. It should include crucial data about the crew's activities. We have 3 more people to find, and you still need to designate a place for the landing.
Hello? Anyone else here? I found Dr. Krauter. It's not a mission log, but it will do. Dr. Krauter kept records. Meticulous as always.
What's in there?
Dr. Gorski has moved away from the research sector to the west.
Ah, that's right. You followed those deposits of metal.
Metal? That's why we have detectors.
Correct.
Mine died, but Krauter had one as well, didn't he?
Like everyone in the crew, Doctor.
The most important thing is probably the landing coordinates. BA-2316.
Noting. 360. Excellent. I'm uploading the data. Starting calibration. Are you looking for the detector?
Yeah, just a sec. Got it.
Please make sure it works.
I don't understand why it wouldn't. It's a rather reliable piece of... Okay. Checked. I'm leaving the tent.
All right, now for the robot.
It's unresponsive.
Yes, I know. I'm currently trying to establish a connection.
Can I help somehow?
You must look for the others, Doctor. I'll take care of this myself. Get the tin head back on its feet remotely. And secure Krauter. I have everything I need. Just...
Is something wrong with the connection, sir?
It's not working. I'm not sure why. There's a relay transmitter in the camp, so the signal should be strong enough.
A relay?
Yasna? What are you up to?
1 sec. I'm looking for it.
What about the rest of the crew? You're gonna make them wait?
If the Androbot isn't working properly, I can't just leave Krauter like this. He might hurt himself.
Fine. Proceed as you deem fit.
I've got bad news. Our signal is far too weak to restart the Androbot.
The relay malfunction?
Not exactly. It's completely fried. I don't think a sandstorm could cause such damage.
Well, that's irrelevant now, Doctor. There must be a spare somewhere in the camp. Please search for it.
No luck. They're not in here. Not here either. I have the extra relay.
Excellent. The signal should be back as soon as it's turned on. Very good. I'm connected. What happened here?
Is it gonna work?
We'll see. I rebooted the systems. That should help. Good, good. It's receiving instructions.
Oof. I don't know if the Androbot should already be doing something.
Is it still frozen?
Yes, unfortunately.
The positronic brain has correct readings. Receptors.
It worked! He moved!
Finally. Artie should be walking now. Does he? His positional data hasn't changed.
Well, you can see that he really wants to go, but still can't. Please check his legs.
Could be the servo motor. Ah, that's it. God, you tin bastard. Thank you, Doctor. I won't hold you any longer. Go find the others while I finish here. That's an order.
Yes, sir. Fascinating.
Did you find anything, Doctor?
Nice specimen. Oh, it's still alive.
Ah, the fish Dr. Gorski caught. Do you remember?
Yeah, I remember. Something.
Dragonfly, come in.
Hello, Regis. Dragonfly here. Dr. Yasna at the radio.
And Novik? Is his leg still bothering him?
Yes, he's been resting in his quarters.
We're setting up on the shoreline. It's late, but we still have time to examine the ocean floor. Gorski is preparing the probe for launch. We'll start research soon. Oh, one more thing, Yasna.
Yes?
It's beautiful here. The ocean, wind, sand. My suit is pinching and cramping just at the mere sight.
Should I include this in my reports?
I'm serious. I don't know about you, but over the years I've learned to hate the void. We do everything to go further, see more, take mankind one step closer to omnipotence, and then we can't even take a walk on land. As if enjoying everything that's around us was almost a criminal act.
I understand how you feel, Koval. After all these years, I miss home too.
Is it that obvious? I come across as, well, erudite, but at the end of the day, it's simple longing that speaks through me.
Well, a little obvious.
We have to examine the composition of the ocean water.
Collect the mineral samples.
Yes, that's right. Do you want to do the honors?
Gladly.
Koval, where are you going?
Probing the
Over.
water. I'm switching to
Yeah,
manual.
a little, quick recce. I'm gonna take a look around.
Distance, 100.
Base, are you there?
300.
A recce? More like a quick sickie.
Am I hearing this correctly? Are you going to smoke, Papa?
No, not at all. I'm staying dutifully at my station.
500. Damn me. Am I seeing this right? Dr. Croucher, would you please have a look here? Of course. Just a second. It's like a school of fish.
This is life. What are they doing?
They're moving away from us.
From us? I'm talking about an artificial robotic gizmo.
Right, from the probe. As soon as I swim it closer to them, do you see what happens?
Is this normal, Yasna? What do you think?
It's hard to speak of normality here, but animals are usually not afraid of equipment or anything they haven't seen before.
Are you saying they've already seen probes?
I've no idea, but their behavior suggests some sort of defense mechanism. Catch at least one for examination. Then I'll be able to say more.
Come here. One more time. Got it.
What did you do?
I had to electrocute him. Wouldn't have caught it otherwise. I'm taking the specimen ashore.
That's a fine one. There'll be plenty to dissect, Yasna.
Yasna, focus. What now?
Finally, it works. Krauter, 5 meters. Careful.
I should move. Oh, there's no time. I found the area marked by Dr. Krauter. There's no one around.
What do you think? Can we land the hopper safely here?
I think so. Solid ground, a large flat area. We won't find a better place.
Entry point? Will it be 50 meters? Air accessibility is paramount.
Yes, it's relatively clean. You can send Hopper, sir. I'm still here, if you're wondering, sir. It all just takes longer than... Oh, damn! I seem to have gone too far. I can see the field markings that Dr. Gorski left behind, and haven't found anyone yet.
They all may have left the area as well. But before you move on, make sure to check the whole perimeter.
As long as I'm here, let's see if I can spot someone in the distance.
Right. Anything interesting?
Unfortunately, no. I'm going back. I recognize the rocks drawn by Krauter. They shouldn't pose a problem when landing.
But the doctor marked a waypoint. I don't recall...
It's just a sketch. No markings.
Well, if so, we should do it. What would you call them?
Twins fits nicely.
Affirmative. I'll write that down.
One more thing, Astrogator. The twins are almost white, unlike the environment around them.
Yes, thank you. That's valuable information. Be useful in navigating.
I'm entering the research area. Clear for now.
Tracker?
Silent. By the way, what did they find here?
Oh, right. You don't remember. A piece of metal sticking out of the ground. Sounds inconspicuous, but in this desert environment, it's a phenomenon. The artifact turned out to be too big to dig up, or to subject to chemical and spectrometric analysis. Dr. Gorski set out to investigate its source, to find some end.
And? Did he?
That I don't know, unfortunately.
It's here. I can see the structure. I'm in the right place.
Understood. Please continue.
Got someone. I'm following the signal. There's something on the ground. It's a journal. Geological cross-section. Measurements. These are Merritt's notes. She must be somewhere close.
Please search the entire area thoroughly.
I think I know where I can find her. That noise. Can you hear it?
Yes.
Is anyone there?
What's going on? Doctor?
Checking. It's a drill. So damn loud.
Look, here, do you see it? Yes. It's the same on the other side.
Any progress?
We dig as far as the terrain allowed. It'll take a while.
Regis, come in. Status report.
Astrogator, sir. We dug up another 3 cubic meters. The object exhibits remarkable structural homogeneity. All spectroscopic analysis shows similar results.
Steel with tungsten and nickel alloy?
That's right, with the addition of other common metals.
Is there any chance of retrieving the entire object for research purposes?
No, none at all. Even sonar couldn't cover the entirety of it. Instead, Dr. Gorski calibrated the detector, so we had to look beneath the surface.
And? What did you see there?
More of the same. What protrudes above the ground is just the tip of the iceberg. We estimate it extends at least 50 meters underground.
I see.
Oh, furthermore, it's not a single object. Down below, there is an entire root system, so vast that it's impossible to cover it all at once, either with a scanner or a detector.
Have you followed its course?
Dr. Gorski's doing just that.
Gorski, are you scanning those roots?
Affirmative. I'm headed westwards. Been going for a few hundred meters already. Still haven't reached the end of it.
Sorry to interrupt, gentlemen, but I confirm my suspicions. This area has been tectonically inactive for a very long time, and the aeolian activity is minimal. Therefore, the material that has settled on, or rather covered this metallic structure, it's very old, which means these structures are even older.
What are we talking about here? A few thousand years? Tens of thousands?
I can't give a precise assessment, not yet.
I'm asking for a rough estimate, Merritt.
Well then, I guess it could be hundreds of thousands, if not millions of years old.
Anything else?
Yes. These structures almost certainly didn't form through natural processes.
Almost?
Well, they don't look like anything I've seen before. And you know I've seen a lot, Lovick. Also, I can't find any scientific explanation for this form.
Could this be what the Alliance is here for?
Don't make me guess that. I really don't know. Personally, I doubt it, Astrogator. The more research we do, the more convinced I am that it serves no purpose at all. It's even hard to imagine this could ever have any function. Carefully, Connell.
Regis, we're losing reception. Carl, can you hear us? Over. Merritt, we can't hear you. Damn it!
What now, sir?
We listen. Wait for the interference to pass.
Excuse me, but I don't think it will pass on its own. We need to take action.
What do you suggest?
I can board the second lander and fly to the surface.
Yes, I can't let you go alone. My leg.
Phew. It's finally stopped.
Yes, are you there?
I am. Unfortunately alone. Working equipment gave me hope, but someone just abandoned it. Didn't even turn it off.
That is indeed unfortunate. We need to expand our search radius. Status?
Nothing's changed, Astrogator.
Under...
I'm close, but I can't see her. She's here. I found her.
What's her condition?
Merritt! Merritt! Merritt, wake up. Wake up. Do you hear me?
Dr. Merritt?
No. No vital
here.
functions.
What's
I
going
need
on?
to. 1, 2, 3. Come on. 1, 2. Nothing. Don't do this to me, Merritt. Don't. Please. Come on. Live, damn it. Merritt. Breathe. Thank you.
Doctor. Yasna.
No.
That's enough. Enough!
Merritt. Astrogator. She's...
I know. Doctor. Yasna. We have to find the others.
Please give me a minute.
Of course.
Everything will be fine. All fine. Cover's next.
Yes, I think so. You should be close.
Do you think Koval?
Let's not assume the worst. You'll find him, Doctor, alive. I'm sure about that.
Someone's here. Oh no.
Yasna, status. Yasna!
He's also not moving.
This doesn't mean anything yet.
Koval? Don't do this to me. Ah! You're alive! Did you hear that, sir? Koval's alive.
I didn't doubt it for a second, Doctor. What's his current state?
Checking. Parameters normal, yet he's completely unresponsive. Koval? Koval! His eyes are so empty. Just like Krauter's. Koval! What the hell is wrong with you?
Are all the symptoms the same as Dr. Krauter's?
He's calm. Calmer.
Well, at least he's alive. Now listen to me, Yasna. The lander is on its way, but before you get Dr. Koval on board, I want you to do something. Yasna,
I'm listening.
please look around for his journal.
It's everywhere. In pieces.
Not good. Koval was in radio contact with Dr. Gorski.
Taking notes.
That's exactly why it's so important. These notes may help us find our man.
I'll go over them, but it may take a while.
Have you found it?
No, it's, nothing about Dr. Gorski. Found them. Surprisingly accurate. He wrote down Gorski's every step.
Great. Let's get Koval to the evacuation area. Can you carry him, Doctor?
Won't be pretty hard in 1G. But the gravity here should make things a tad easier. Got him.
The Androbot with Krauter is also on its way to the site. You'll need shortly.
The lander's already descending. Damn. I have a bad feeling. It won't break into pieces, right?
The descent is proceeding smoothly. Don't worry. led to all this? Krauter, being married, now Koval, an unprecedented degradation of equipment, recurring connectivity issues. It all has to be related somehow. On the other hand, how could it be? There's not much on this planet. Some primitive life forms in the ocean, metal deposits in the ground. Although the latter got Dr. Gorski's interest, for some reason.
Nothing adds up. But I'm afraid it's our own fault. It was going so well before. We hadn't even considered the possibility of failure. Started digging right away. Taking samples. Not even trying to avoid potential threats. Koval was alone. Out of the signal's reach. Dr. Gorski wandered even further away. On his own. And Merritt... She...
Yasna? You there?
Yeah, sorry. I lost track of my thoughts. Don't even know what I wanted to say anymore.
That happens to all of us. Don't worry.
See you up there. Only Gorski's left. He might have made it quite far.
Agreed. Everything points to it.
I don't know how long I'll be looking for him. It might take hours before I come back.
We also don't know Gorski's condition, nor what he's going through.
I know time's running out. Still, I should go back for Merritt. We need to find out what killed her. How did she die? For everyone's sake.
Hadn't considered that. You want to carry her to the lander?
Yes. I need to understand.
What's new?
Well, nothing really. At least not in the last 5 seconds, sir.
Right. Thank you. Yes, sir. Come in. How are you feeling?
How do you think, sir? I'm managing. Somehow.
Forgive me, but I need to know if you're ready to continue your mission.
Ready? Well... Please don't worry about me. Death is a natural process that every human being has to get used to.
Yasna, I don't expect you to be so...
But I do. Let's leave it like this.
I've served with Dr. Merritt for over 2 decades. She's made of sterner stuff. The sternest. Many of us relied on her. I did.
Did you know that headquarters offered her a promotion? She would have been the first female astrogator in the history of the Commonwealth.
I had no idea.
Doesn't matter anymore, really.
Not entirely. Merritt will be awarded posthumously.
I'm taking you at your word, astrogator. This could pave the way for others. And that's what she would have cared about the most.
No doubt about it.
Please take good care of her.
Of course. Dr. Gorski's next. Let's hope he got out of danger in time.
It would be good to know what kind of danger we're talking about.
Yasna? Everything's all right?
Yes. I just need a moment to think.
As soon as you find something...
I'll report it. No worries, sir. This mission drags on so much. Sometimes I think you're gonna take off without me, sir.
Don't count on it, Doctor. I'm not going anywhere.
I'm leaving the excavation site. How did he come down? Oh, I've got Gorski's signal.
So soon? It's unlikely to be him.
Then who?
Not who, but what. It's weird. Dr. Gorski hardly ever parted with it.
With what? Ah, you're talking about the I located the probe. It's lying on the ground. Inactive.
Can't be completely broken if you picked up a signal. I'd say it's running in safe mode. Please try to power it on.
Do we have time for this?
It's for a good reason, Doctor. The probe could prove useful in the search. And besides... you'll see.
Okay. I'm opening the probe. Turning the systems on.
No, stop. Wait for my instructions. There's a button on the left side of the fuse box. Hold it, and then turn the dial again. Now go ahead.
Slide records?
Correct.
I didn't know we had access to them.
You couldn't have known. This is not standard procedure. But as they say, extremis malice, extrema remedia.
Let's take a look. A photo of the first days on the surface. They started exploring the littoral zone almost immediately.
They reported as much. Wasn't until the fourth day that comms failed.
I recognize these structures. This is where they began to dig. Hours passed. 3 crew members are still there. Dr. Gorski must have left already.
We lost contact shortly thereafter.
The probe followed him, and he followed the detector's readings.
Going after those metal structures.
Yes, that's what I meant.
What's next?
Hang on. An absurdly high electromagnetic field reading.
That's something. Sort of. What are the earlier readings?
Checking. Still high in the slide just before. And earlier, quite normal. It happened in a matter of seconds. But there's nothing except dunes. Sand, a few rocks, a shadow.
Shadow?
Another sandstorm, I guess.
All right, Doctor. Let's move on. You may turn on the fuses now. We'll take the probe with us. Radar. Now I can give commands to the probe. And? What do you see? Is it working correctly?
It's not flying very smoothly. I guess it's still a bit broken.
Meaning? How?
It moves only in a straight line. Just up and down, then sideways. No complex moves.
Ah, don't worry about that. It's because I'm controlling it manually. I'll put it in auto mode. From now on, it will follow you, Doctor.
Oh, it'd be nice to have some company. I mean, apart from yours, sir.
1 second. That's odd. There's no data in the probe's memory. No ID, no nothing. Do you want to give it a new ID? Name it, basically. After all, it'll be with you for a while. So, what's it going to be?
Huh. A name for the teleprobe. All right. I can think of something.
Copy that. I'm listening.
Please enter Luna. L-U-N-A.
Done. Now, a few more tweaks, and you'll have a flying measurement center at your disposal.
I don't see these metal structures anywhere.
The only surface structure reported was from the...
The detector's measurement is very clear. I'm going straight on.
No crossroads? Branches?
Not yet. Just one thick, tangled vein. legs feel really heavy.
Give yourself a moment to rest, Doctor. You certainly deserve it.
Huh. I guess I found the first point.
You guess? We have to be sure, Doctor.
Well, I'm at the first clear branching of these structures, such as reported by Dr. Gorski.
All right. What happened next?
He followed the branch to the right. Another thing he reported was a massive vertical structure. Hey, Luna. This way, I think. The probe detected something.
I see that in the readings. What is it exactly?
Well, the structure from the notes, it fits the description perfectly. Well done, Luna. I knew I could count on you.
Well, we didn't bring it to the surface for no reason. Even in the first stage procedure.
And now I'm going to apply for my own.
As soon as you find Dr. Gorski, I'll see to it myself. All right. How about that point? What does it look like?
Whoa, hey! Easy there.
What caught the doctor's attention?
It looks like some kind of organic formation. A root system? Maybe these structures have the ability to expand. Somehow.
Shouldn't they be organic then?
Ah, that's the problem. They look organic, but they're not. The next point, the third one, is a metal bundle, running along the bottom of some water reservoir.
Interesting. An object as such should be easy to locate.
There's the water.
And the metal bundle?
As expected. It's at the bottom. Before you ask, sir, there's little to say about it.
All right. So how many are left?
2 points. Or at least that's what he told Koval. What he did next? It's hard to assess.
Well, the battery and the detector last for only a few hours, so he couldn't have gone much further.
The fourth point is a structure that fills a rock massive, on top of which he found surface structures.
Sounds like a crucial node in this whole system.
Gotcha. I found his tracks. Finally, some tangible evidence that he was going this way.
Good. And it's downhill all the way, Doctor.
I wouldn't be so sure, Astrogator. The next point is at a height of approximately 100 meters. Definitely uphill. I think I'll catch up with Dr. Gorski on the other side.
Well, that wouldn't be such a bad scenario, right?
Of course not. Though I wouldn't mind if we bumped into each other before the climb. I think we have the fourth point. I confirm. It's the fourth one. I see our flag. The structures undergo noticeable changes here. If it keeps growing at this rate, I don't know what I'll find at the end.
What kind of growth are you talking about, Doctor? Depth, width, complexity level?
In every aspect.
Interesting. Do you think these veins lead somewhere? To something?
I'm leaning more and more towards that conclusion. But I can't tell what we might expect at the end, if it ends at all. One step at a time, Yasna. One step at a time. What's the rush? That was for the probe. Excuse me?
Three, two, one.
The land is departing.
Yes, they're on their way. Thank you for your assistance. Without your help, it would have taken much longer.
What's the plan for the second flight? The same place?
That would work best. Certain, proven. When you and Dr. Gorski come back, I'll send the lander right away.
I've reached the top. The doctor discovered something new from here. Something he called bushes.
Huh. I've heard that term before.
In their conversations between Koval and Gorski.
No, Jasna. You're the one who reported it to me. Right after you landed.
Seriously? Well, I don't see anything like it now, sir. Wait. Koval noted down the parameters. Azimuth 350. Distance 200 meters.
Copy that. I'm sending the probe.
Got it. I see the bushes.
And the doctor?
Hard to tell. Visibility is poor. It's gonna be harder than before. I don't know how the doctor...
When it comes to finding a safe route, there won't be a problem. But you'll have to get there on your own 2 feet.
I suppose the probe will carry out the first task. It's capable yet?
Of course. I set the environment analysis mode. The probe will calculate the best route between your location and your destination. It'll guide you along the defined path. The calculations will only take a moment.
Luna, lead the way. I must say, it's a clever device, this probe of ours. Hey, can it fly for this long?
Yes. Longer than you can stand on your feet.
Sounds like the perfect research unit. Maybe even better than a human.
Well, let's not exaggerate.
Of course, I wasn't being serious. However helpful they may be, they're still just...
Three, 2, 1.
The land is departing.
Yes, they're on their way. Thank you for your assistance. Without your help, it would have taken much longer.
What's the plan for the second flight? The same place?
That would work best. It's certain, proven. When you and Dr. Gorski come back, I'll send the lander right away.
Hello, little one. I've reached the top. The doctor discovered something new from here. Something he called bushes.
Huh. I've heard that term before.
In their conversations between Koval and Gorski.
No, Jasna. You're the one who reported it to me. Right after you landed.
Seriously? Well, I don't see anything like it now, sir. Time seems to be slipping through my fingers like sand. So much sand.
You sound tired, Jasna.
Because I am tired, Astrogator. Whilst traversing this planet, I'm becoming more and more convinced that what I know is not the same as what exists. What can exist.
I must admit it's an interesting thought, but quite disturbing.
Hey, Luna. Whoa, hey, easy there. Wait. Koval noted down the parameters. Azimuth 350. Distance 200 meters.
Copy that. I'm sending the probe.
Got it. I see the bushes.
And the doctor?
Hard to tell. Visibility is poor. It's gonna be harder than before. I don't know how the doctor...
When it comes to finding a safe route, there won't be a problem. But you'll have to get there on your own 2 feet.
I suppose the probe will carry out the first task. It's capable yet?
Of course. I set the environment analysis mode. The probe will calculate the best route between your location and your destination. It'll guide you along the defined path. The calculations will only take a moment.
Hi, Luna. Lead the way. I must say, it's a clever device, this probe of ours. Hey, can it fly for this long?
Yes. Longer than you can stand on your feet.
Sounds like the perfect research unit. Maybe even better than a human.
Well, let's not exaggerate.
I don't know. For me, it's only a matter of time before machines surpass their creators. The only question is when. Oh, we have a problem.
Something serious?
Huh. Maybe it's true that machines will surpass us, but not today. The route determined by the algorithm goes over a chasm.
I can repeat the command.
No. I'll go around.
Unfortunately, this is an outdated model. Such mistakes are inevitable. But the perception module itself has already been greatly improved. Its accuracy increases exponentially.
Exponentially? Can you imagine us, proteinaceous creatures, developing so quickly, sir?
No, not in the course of evolution. You can't perfect a person like that.
That's right, you can't. We wait thousands of years for visible changes.
Oh, have you started to fear for your position?
Well, everything indicates that the clear distinction between humans and robots will soon disappear.
And then what?
Well, if we assume that they'll surpass us, things will get complicated. Because in order to program a brain with computing power equal to that of a human, you need a brain with computing power higher than that of a human. Ergo, a man cannot make a machine smarter than a man.
Then who else would design it?
Self-learning algorithms? Some spontaneous process? Or pure chaos? Something inhuman, that's for sure. Shh, Astrogator, can you hear that?
What am I supposed to be hearing?
That's the point. Nothing. Silence. We're talking about robots, and Dr. Gorski still hasn't spoken on the channel.
Well, I don't know. He must be a long way from here.
I have a feeling we're in the dark. We have to find a way.
Agreed. You should move on.
That's not quite what I meant. But yeah, I probably should. These bushes are kind of weird.
You better stay away, Doctor. I'd like a brief description. Just keep a distance.
Allow me to use the language I would use to describe living forms, sir.
Of course.
So they look like pituitary, brush-like formations. They grow out of cracks in the bare rock. They're high, more or less, from 1 to several meters. They can be singular, though in some locations they create a uniform thicket that covers the walls of the ravine in a rusty brush-like layer. That's how it looks, to put it briefly.
Would you also venture to guess their significance? Some function, purpose?
Staying on the topic of biological analogies, these bushes remind me of corals, in a purely visual category, because they're far from marine organisms. So I would guess that these are colonial structures, perhaps rock-forming ones. However, their main structure has nothing to do with corals. No noticeable mesenchymal tissues, no nidocyst, matocyst, or spirocyst. No visible oral discs.
Yeah, all right, Doctor. I didn't ask for a marine biology lecture.
When you admire a beautiful view, an hour seems like a minute. But a minute on a hot stove will seem longer than an hour.
Does Regis 3 feel like a hot stove?
Sometimes. Astrogator, Gorski's not here. I'm afraid he continued to explore. And if he went where I think he did, he might have lost contact with the camp as well as Dragonfly.
So we will most likely lose contact too.
Possibly. Well, there's only one way to be certain. It's your decision, sir.
Please continue your search. We have to find him.
That's the unwritten rule, isn't it? Under no circumstances do we leave anyone behind.
That's right, Doctor. You can lose everything else, but you have to have the crew on board. The living and the dead. This is one of the most crucial imperatives, even though it's not in the regulations.
The line's breaking up, but I understood. I'll let you know, sir, when I come out of the tunnel.
Altitude 23,000. Speed 250. Go smoothly, Hopper.
Roger that.
Altitude 5,000. Ignition 10%. I record data dropout, but otherwise still looking good. Entering final descent.
Copy. Entering final. Hopper has landed. I repeat, Hopper has landed. Astrogator, can you hear me?
Loud and clear. Any side effects? Landing wasn't too hard on you?
All good. Spine still in one piece. No signs of overstrain. Not even shortness of breath.
Perfect. Hopefully the hike to camp goes just as smoothly.
I'm going outside.
Visibility?
100%. The dust has already settled. I've located the second lander. Our people are still on this planet.
Ah, very good. I was afraid they might try to fly off.
Sir, something's wrong.
What is it?
The hatch is half open. Did they report hydraulics failure?
How should I know? You were the last person in contact with the crew, Doctor.
Right. I'm inside.
And? How is it?
For now, we have to assume that we are left with only one lander.
Is it that bad?
You don't need to be a technician to see that Beetle's lost its buzz.
That's unfortunate. I'm taking Hopper out of here. I'll send it directly to the camp as soon as we find a suitable landing zone.
We've gotten out of worse than this. Equipment breaks from time to time, that's normal. But now,
Go ahead. What's bothering you?
this lack of communication, it takes too long. Especially considering there's a cyberneticist amongst them.
Yes. It worries me too.
I heard that the difference between past, present, and future is nothing but a persistent illusion.
That's a quote, right?
Yeah. I'm not sure why it came to mind. Yasna, focus. What now? Whoa. Damn. You were right, Cobble. It's beautiful here. Stop for a break.
How do you know? Are there any signs of the crew?
Some slob left litter here. Had no respect for an alien ecosystem at all.
What kind of litter?
Cigarette butt? A crumpled pack?
So, taking off the helmet for no good reason. Risk of igniting a dusty atmosphere. Irresponsible spreading of DNA. Compared to this, the damage of an already extinct ecosystem is basically a negligible issue.
Security procedures exist for humans. The rule of integrity is for the sake of everything alien to us. We shouldn't place one above the other.
What are you saying, Yasna? The mission and the safety of our people have the highest priority. Always.
Always? Are we really that self-righteous?
Of course, Doctor. We must be the most important to ourselves. And they must be the most important to themselves, whoever they will be. In the end, the strongest will survive. Isn't that how evolution works?
Not in a biological sense, Astrogator. Besides, I'm not convinced if we should interfere with everything alien to us just because we can.
Doctor, interference is at the heart of human nature. Man would still be a monkey if he'd only looked at trees instead of cutting them down.
Yes, we have a nasty nature. I can't argue with that. An object in sight. This is where they searched the ocean's biosynosis.
Meaning... oh, where they caught that fish, right?
Yeah. They stopped here first, then walked along the coastline northward.
Correct. But I think you might consider taking a shortcut towards the east, straight to the camp.
Just need to find the right route. Can you please confirm that I'm on the correct route?
Yes, I confirm. This rate will reach the camp within an hour.
This path is not the easiest one. At least I'm moving onwards.
At the military academy, they used to say that difficult routes lead us the farthest. Well, hopefully not too far. You still have to come back.
Are you trying to motivate me, sir?
Of course.
I appreciate the, effort. Astrogator, I found a peculiar inorganic structure. It looks like some spiky metal growths.
Artificial plants? Is spontaneous growth possible with this type of structure?
I've never seen anything like this. I wish I had time to run some tests.
When the situation is stabilized, we will take samples. I promise.
I feel nauseous. Suddenly. That's not it. I feel darkness. Hello. Are you there? Over. I guess that's a no.
I'm back.
Is everything all right?
Yes, all good. They're already in the infirmary on life support. You found them in time.
May I ask? What did he do with Merritt?
I placed her body in the cryo chamber so that her family can say goodbye.
Thank you.
Please, don't thank me. It was the least I could do for her.
Guess I know where Gorski was going. I confirm, Gorski was here. His rope is still hanging from the slope.
That's a good sign. Since he left it, he intends to come back this way.
But why hasn't he yet? Going down after him. Tell me one more thing. When it comes to Merritt, are you going to use a grave tapper?
Yes, I'm considering that as a possibility. And what is your opinion? Should we look into her brain?
The more we know, the better
Just a report.
One sec. Oh, I'm at the end of the rope.
Isn't that good?
Not at all.
What do you mean?
I'm stuck. I'm hanging with all my weight on the rope, away from the wall. There's still a fair few meters left to the ground.
Can you go back?
Using just my hands, strapped with all this extra weight? No, not a chance.
What if you sway?
No good. I can't reach anything.
Any other ideas?
I can just jump off.
Is that safe?
A substantial fall on unsteady ground. This is hardly a maneuver that I would describe as safe.
So let's take a moment to analyze the situation.
I'm thinking, if Gorski went down this way and didn't break anything...
Yeah, we don't know that, Yasna. He could keep going even with injuries.
All right, so do you have another idea? Oh, will I be hanging like this until the end of time itself?
There is a certain possibility, or rather uncertain, but maybe it's worth trying.
I'm listening.
Can you see the probe?
Yes. It's flying near me.
Good. If I instructed it to fly as close as possible to you, you could grab onto it.
You sure it will hold me?
That I cannot guarantee.
All right, let's give it a try.
I'm entering the instruction. You must guide me.
1 meter forward. I can't reach it. A bit closer, please. You could say so. I fell from a lower height. It was a soft landing, though.
We had our last contact with Regis a few minutes after noon. Even then, Dr. Gorski was walking alone.
Damn. This place is amazing. It's all made up of these structures. Except they don't look like creations of nature anymore.
Maybe that's why Dr. Gorski, not to mention the Alliance.
Well, if we're looking for something on this planet, this could be it. These structures form entire multi-story complexes. They look like a city.
Are you saying that...
No. There's no point in jumping to conclusions yet. Dr. Gorski set up the flags.
So, he kept going, despite the lack of communication with the rest.
You'd have to see it with your own eyes, sir. This place. Gorski may have lost himself in his discovery.
Are you joking, Doctor? Lost himself, Gorski. He may not have respect for the unknown, but he has his feet firmly on the ground. Should be looking for a way back by now.
I think he must have discovered something. And since he suffers from excessive ambition, he's capable of stupid acts in the name of a breakthrough.
Well, I admit, that sounds more like him. You must trace his steps, Doctor.
I'm working on it. Left or right? The height of the entire complex is over 100 meters. Even 150.
And all made of this metal?
To a significant degree. If something were to live here,
Yes?
it would have to be very small. Like insects. On the other hand, there's no flora around to support such organisms. All right. I'll squeeze through the passage.
2 more hours.
Huh?
That's all Gorski has left of oxygen, at best.
And at worst?
He's just finishing it up. Though it all depends on his activity.
If I remember correctly, there is a risk of methane poisoning.
That's right. According to Dr. Krauter, negative symptoms can appear after an hour. Maybe after a few hours. I think you'll find Gorski by then.
Let's hope so. These constructions don't have a clear division into functions. They're huge, complicated, and uniform at the same time.
you have any idea where all this could have come from? I'm aware without tests you can't do much. But let's say on first inspection.
It's hard for me to imagine that any biological forms could survive here. The interiors of these structures are filled to the brim with wires and rods. So maybe this metal builds up somehow, by itself.
Oh. You've already said something similar before. Just after landing, when you found those bushes.
Yes, right. I can't tell if any of this could be part of a machine. Really wish we found Gorski already. No. No point in going back this way. Ah! I see the probe. Is everything all right with it?
Not quite. The overload protection is activated. Until I do a reset, it's on manual control.
Is it because of my flight?
It's possible, but please don't worry about it. What matters is that you're fine.
The security system seems quite flawed.
It's not a defect, Doctor. It's a feature.
Wouldn't it be better if I helped you? I can close it manually, after all.
I'd need some directions first. And to bring it to you.
No problem. I'm on it.
First, let's find a place where I can land it. Otherwise, you won't be able to help me, Doctor.
There. I found the right place.
All right, then. I'm waiting for instructions.
Let's see. Please rotate the probe 180 degrees. Ten meters forward. Turn 15 degrees to the right and 5 meters forward. 2 more meters to the right. Two meters forward. Land!
How's the terrain? Those structures, are they still everywhere?
Yep. Wherever I look, there's metal. Oh, don't be angry.
It's not anger, it's a warning sign.
I know, I know. You're welcome, Luna. It's a bit like Pando.
What? I have no idea what you're talking about, Doctor.
A colony of populous tremoloids. American aspen. The new trees grow not from seeds, but from root suckers of old trees. As a result, it's one giant organism, thousands of years old.
So you're in a dead metal forest?
Huh, that does sound bizarre. Though maybe. I found some abandoned items.
What items? What do you have there, Yasna?
Something he shouldn't have left behind. A telemeter and food rations.
Agreed. He shouldn't. It's illogical.
I can see the relay up close. Looks broken. Such damage could be caused by a local meteorological phenomenon. A severe thunderstorm with litho and electrometeors.
So, the weather is to blame for all of it.
Well, I can't think of a better explanation at the moment. We've gone over everything in that area. I have a lead. His footsteps.
Ah, finally.
There are more traces. This time handprints. And a drop detector.
What? Did I hear you right?
Yes, sir. You heard correctly. I'm afraid we must be ready for any eventuality.
Yeah, well, that doesn't mean we should assume the worst. I still believe you'll find the doctor.
Not a chance. I have to turn back. I found something. Again.
That was it.
More of the same stuff. Gorski's things. More traces. Fine. Actions devoid of logic.
Back in the camp, you reported Mary's abandoned things.
A backpack and a journal, yes. This scene looks disturbingly similar. No one of sound mind would decide to go down this way. And yet Gorski... Ouch!
Yasna, what is it?
I took a shortcut.
On purpose?
Not really. Finally! I have its position.
A visual?
Not yet. Gorski, are you here? It's me, Yasna.
Still nothing.
Yeah. I found his backpack. You know what that means, sir?
Yes, he's without oxygen. We must help.
Oh, there he is. Got him! He's not moving. Gorski! Gorski! Look at me! His eyes are closed.
Is he breathing?
He's alive, but barely.
Did he react in any way?
Saturation is within the lower range. Risk of tissue hypoxia.
And the reactions?
Gorski! Come on!
Calm down, Doctor. Get him out of this. The probe's already looking for a landing site.
Okay. Let me just... I'm pulling him out. Done. He's out. I activated his SOS. You should pick up a transmission with his parameters, sir. Well?
No, nothing. The transmitter in the suit must be too weak.
Should I retrieve his booster from the backpack?
No point. Better to set up a relay. We have to do it anyway so that Hopper can land in this maze. Have a preliminary scan of your surroundings. There's an open area nearby. You have to move Gorski there. The probe will guide you.
But he's not stable. I must share my oxygen with him, Astrogator.
You need a spare for that. The protocol doesn't provide for connecting two suits at the same time.
In that case, I'll give him my tank.
Negative. I went around, sir. If you faint, the doctor won't carry you.
The membrane looks intact.
What did you say? I didn't hear.
In the lander, my friend. I'll hook you up in the lander.
I still can't hear you, Doctor.
It's nothing, Astrogator. Only static.
Are you out in the open already?
Sort of. Yes.
Once you've set up the transmitter, I should start receiving calls. There it is. Pulse, heart vibration almost within the range.
Ah!
What was that?
I don't know. Everything is shaking. Ah! No! No! I caught the probe. I'm... Fuck! Flying! What? What was that?